home to vast stretches of plains, pockets of forest, and its most defining feature, a towering mountain range that spans from the north to the south the entire continent called the Spine. Several nations are seated in this world-splitting landmass: Caledron, Gushepper, and Pleisood to the east of the Spine, while Kunatara and Zuidlak lies to the west. Gushepper, having suffered years-long famine in past years, kept food stocks should such an event happen again. And happen again it did, and much further spread than the Worcestershire fields as in the past. Caledron, having never experienced such widespread crop failure, reached out to Gushepper for help. Unable to support the burden of two nations for what could potentially be years of suffering, tensions between both nations started to boil over. Caledron invaded Nordville to simply take control of the food stocks there in what would be known as the First Battle of the Harvest War. After nearly 3 years of war, peace was brokered over a failed assassination attempt. This attempt caused Gushepper to cede the northern third of the nation, having it been involved in the hiding of the would-be assassin. This newly formed nation, Guracy, is where our story of Hugo, Horizon, and Drac unfolds.
Hi, I'm Joe Dirt, and I will be playing Hugo McGillicuddy. He is a human fighter with the guard background with the paladin dedication. Standing in at 6'3" with slicked back black hair, he has an athletic build and tan skin with no true defining features. 5 o'clock shadow and 2 different eye colors. One is silver and the other is cyan blue. Hugo was born into a long lineage of guardsmen of the Cyan Light. Growing up in Merenbede in a strict household, Hugo did not have many friends besides Horizon growing up. Hugo is the middle child in his family and is not special or as skilled as his older brother Levi. He is next in line for a guard captain of Merenbede. His younger sister, Nyatra, was born with magic, and she was sent off to a mage academy in the city of Merenbede called Sekira. He quickly became friends with Drac over time, sharing similar interests in keeping people safe.
Hello, my name is Chicken Atomic. I play the Charhide Goblin inventor Drac. He has ashen blue skin and an orange beard. He got his start in Train Volca before moving to Merenbede and opening up shop there. He then went to the local college to hone his craft and to gain funding for his construct. During this time, he became the personal smith to Hugo and Horizon. After graduating, he earned the ire of some local nobles, which led to him joining Hugo and Horizon on the trip to Nordville.
My name is Allegory, and I play Horizon, a human oracle with the cosmos mystery. She has a warrior background with her witch dedication. She's 5'9", has red hair, green starry eyes, and sometimes she floats, but that's because gravity works a little bit weird on her, and her hair seems to float and move on their own, even on a still day with no wind. She was orphaned and has no idea who her parents were, grew up helping take care of the other kids at the orphanage, and made friends with Hugo while waiting to be adopted. Considering her eyes are sparkly and her hair is floaty, it's a pretty safe bet to say the adoption never happened. She was actually pretty fine with that. Horizon's a happy-go-lucky girl, and a little chaotic, which does cause some trouble with Hugo in his position in the guard. She can almost always talk her way out of any situation, though. When Drac opened his shop in Merenbede, she quickly became good friends with him.
It is the year 1523, and it has been 2 years since Guracy has been founded. As this nation begins to find its footing in the world, a call to rebuild has been put out from the capital, Merenbede. Most notable of the various towns and cities in this proclamation is Nordville. This once idyllic town stood as the pawn throughout the Harvest War. Now it is seen as a way to show that Guracy will rise up as a country of its own merits and strengths. Our troop of heroes took up this call to action, each of their own reasons, but the road ahead will not be easy. Even though this is a small town, it is rife with issues. Local leaders argue over how to spend the meager coffers. Smugglers and raiders see this weakened border town as a foothold in their criminal activities. The creatures of the land have been restless. With these and more challenges ahead of them, let's see how this story rolls out for our Misfits. On the west.
Hello.
Hi.
We're
Hi
here.
there.
We are here. Let's go. It's so good to be back. And I look forward to Sundays now. Again, my Sundays are back. It makes me happy. It fills me with joy.
Yay.
Yay. So, guys, if y'all don't know, we're gonna get it. We're here to play D&D. We're Misfit Menagerie. We're just a bunch of friends doing a bunch
not
of
D&D, Joe. Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. Yeah, Pathfinder.
Tabletop games.
Mistake.
Tabletops.
games.
Tabletop games. That's that thing.
Just making sure.
Yes.
Court.
Court.
Jenny.
Oh, it's Jenny and Court. Let's go. So we play a lot of tabletop RPGs here, friends, and we're happy to have you, and we're happy to have our lovely sponsors, Legendcraft, NordVPN, and Anime and Things, and Raise Energy. Go check them out. They are all linked in the chat and in the descriptions of our videos. I responded to you, Jenny, by the way. They're all linked in there. You guys can use the code JoeDirt or JoeDirt5. They're all listed there, and links. So please go check them out. And we have a huge announcement. Chicken.
You're putting him on the spot like that right now?
Yeah.
Well,
Got him.
on top of, being here on Twitch and I believe streaming as well on YouTube and uploading to YouTube, we are also now on Spotify.
Where's the link, Joe?
There it
Where's
is.
the link?
Yeah.
There we go.
Didn't know there was a command, Joe.
I said there was a command.
I would try to read the link that Spotify gave me, trying to get onto our page, but it was long.
Yeah. No, we don't.
Spotify.com/show.
Yeah, it's Spotify. It's like open dot.
LSWWZR5T7A4.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed a 7AV4.
Wow.
It is case sensitive, so
yeah, you
gotta
gotta
go capital W, capital W, lowercase w.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna need. I'm probably gonna need to do a like a Bitly link or something. But yeah, we're on Spotify now. Let's go.
We're fancy.
We're fancy now.
Yeah.
We have one episode. The Spotify episodes will be uploaded every Friday. I don't know if we've figured out a time currently, but if you'd like to give the episodes 5 stars, help us out over there and follow them. If you hate to see our faces, but I mean, we have Rin, so why would you say that to Rin?
Well, it's the ratio, Joe.
Oh, it is the rate. Oh, yeah. There is the 3-to-1 ratio here. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, you got Chicken's beard, though, too.
One of us is bringing us way down.
It's
I think
me.
it might be me.
No, it's me. You all are saved by beards and, like, dope, hair and just, style. And then you just have me. Me.
Me mugging for the camera.
Yeah. But see, that makes you cooler, though. But yeah, go check us out there, as well as if you are on YouTube, or if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you just want to support us, help us get to 1,000 followers. We're currently almost at the sex number, 69.
Nice.
So, nice. So go over there and follow us, and we've got a couple things coming out. Ren,
What?
talk about our shorts.
I don't have anything to say about them yet because I haven't had a chance to work on them yet.
It's called getting them hyped.
Hyping.
And you didn't tell me that we were doing this. You can't drop stuff like that on me, bro.
Yes, I can. This is my whole thing. This is all I've got.
The consummate professionals that we are.
Yeah, we are professionals through and through. But
We
yes,
have clips. We're working on making shorts. I don't have any information other than that. Don't know where they're going to be posted yet. Because I asked and Joe said, I don't know. So we may have our
The
own
real
TikTok.
question-
I might just post it on my own TikTok for now. I don't know.
The real question is, which will come out first, the shorts or Chiggin's book?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that is a
At this point, it's anyone's game.
Yes.
You got a chance, Chicken. He just leaves.
People leave. I'm out of here. I was trying to drail into clothing ideas. Oh man, booty shorts. Oh shit. Damn. Eventually we will come out with merch. Eventually. Yeah.
Someday.
Yeah. We will eventually come out with someday. That's a better question. Will we come out with merch before Chicken comes out with his book? That's the question.
Jenny wants our faces on her ass. Just saying.
I don't know how to take that.
I was just gonna go, well, it could be arranged, but
Is it going to have real hair hanging off of the shorts too?
Yeah, oh my god. We're just gonna put Chicken
It's
like
fringe, guys. It's fringe.
fringe.
What year is it?
In 1975. But
Ew.
instantly regrets their choice. Everything comes
This is
back.
true. I actually, for a while, had a very, very cool 70s, like, leather vest. Like, literally from the 70s, too. It was, like, something I found at Goodwill. I don't know where it went. I think it might be in Connecticut still. But I still have it. It was definitely a look.
I've worn a leather
I'm
jacket.
assuming it was that like brown suede.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Like, I've worn a leather jacket exactly once, and I was like, this is not a me
Oh,
look.
it wasn't a jacket.
Well, I'm just saying,
It
like,
was a vest.
yeah. I'm just saying, like, I can't wear leather jackets, vests, nothing. It is not a look for me. I look like, you know, m'lady. I'm just like, no. I'm just like, I can't do it. I'm so jealous of people that can pull off trench coats. That's just not me. No. But what is speaking is of that is me. Hi, I'm Joe Dirt. I'm playing Hugo, the human, the goodest of boys. Yes. Rin, tell the people who you are.
Okay, I'm Rin. I play Horizon. I am fun.
You are fun. Chicken, do the thing.
Hello, I'm Chicken Atomic, and I play Drac, the construct inventor, or the goblin construct inventor. And that's about it, at least for right now.
Lamus,
The
take
one of
us away from
dies. This is who we are.
Lamus, take us away from our awkwardness.
Save us. Save us.
Yes,
I
save
mean,
us.
If you're trying to stop us from being awkward and leaning on me.
No, particularly just me.
Okay. All right. I am Thalamus. You can find me places. And I playing the world. So, last time, so circling all the way back, you guys rolled into town, got yourself some potentially nice jobs. Hugo, a town guard, Drac, who has not yet started his job with the smithy, and then Horizon, kind of floating around at the moment.
I see what you did there.
I know. And then, so after getting this, you kind of went around, started talking to some of the local folks. You talked to Rob Reinbarb, who Hugo took it upon himself to look into what happened to her house that had burned down about 2 years ago. And you were a little bit suspicious about that dog, apparently, which is a wolf. The wolf, that's very
Wolf.
dog-like.
I'm just
And then
saying, there's a lot of people with a lot of magic, even in this town.
You never know, Joe. The night is young. And then you talked to Mr. Silversun. He sent you to his tower where you dispatched a bunch of rats, a centipede, and then what you found out to be a were-rat. And then Hugo sort of half intimidated Mr. Silversun with the dead were-rat. And that is where we are. So we are currently, where we left off was in the bar. It is almost like 6 o'clock-ish, going on to 7. So what do you guys want to do for the rest of the day? We'll start with that. Getting a little late.
Should we? I mean, we all looked at our at jobs and everything. Shouldn't we figure out? Since we are new, shouldn't we figure out if there's the other things in the town, like,
Where stuff is.
yeah, like maybe if there's just a normal like food store. I mean, I'm assuming that the blacksmith is there, but is there like, a material components shop? I don't know.
So you want to role play going to the Piggly Wiggly,
Yes.
or the Kroger's, or the CVS,
Or the Costco. There's
Well,
Costco's
I would say
or
everywhere.
the Costco.
the CVS would technically be the lady whose shop burnt down.
Yes.
It's run out of a wagon at this point.
You go find a Yellow Dollar General.
I am sorry, my camera is not focused on me. There we go.
Lamus, get your shit together.
It's not me, it's the computer. We all know that I am not even the focus of my own life. So
Are any of us the focus of our own lives?
That is a question, Horizon.
I mean, I don't have to go buy anything currently.
Well, I mean, we don't need to buy anything. We can do a little window shopping. That's also to give a lay of the town as well, because I mean, we literally went to see, you know, everything. We went to see the people. Like, what about, like, where do people work?
Well, I assume that there are farmers and guards and
I have not
merchants.
seen a single guard this whole time. Aside
Have
from
we seen
myself.
guards wandering?
Hugo, you have seen guards.
Okay.
Guards.
Okay.
They're just kind of doing their job. It's nothing like huge. They're just around. They're doing their thing. They're guarding. They're kind of milling around.
Okay. But I mean, like, what other
There's only one.
It is me. I'm the main character of the guards. No one else. But like, there has to be other things going on. Like, you know, we have the tavern. I mean, there has to be like, what other stores are around?
I have a question. Are you in the tavern right now, Hugo?
Yeah, eventually I came in.
Did you just leave the were-rat outside?
For now. I will bury it. I'm not a monster. Okay, I need to find a
Says the
shovel.
man who was just
Okay,
this
this is what I need. Okay, I need to find a shovel. Okay.
So you want to go to Fantasy True Value to get a shovel?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to do it best. Okay.
Anyone else want to do anything? And I'm not. There we go.
Horizon, I think, might just stay here at the tavern.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Drac, is there anything you want to do?
not at the moment. He's probably just gonna hang out and get his room all set up.
Okay. Okay. So we will go with Hugo to find a
shovel.
hardware store.
Yes.
So
I'm going to put the. I'm going to just take the rat man and just put him off to the side of the tavern so he's just not in front of the tavern.
okay.
And then I'm going to look for a general store.
A general store. Generally speaking, these are around, and you can find one without much trouble. So you kind of go circling around the town square area. Not really finding one there. You go down across the bridge, and there's the one just around on the other side. You go in. It's pretty empty because it's getting kind of late at night, and you're there.
Hello. Good night. Good afternoon.
The human at the counter looks at you. Evening.
Yes, that is the word I was looking for.
What can I do for you?
I am looking for a shovel.
A shovel, eh? We got some around towards the back.
Excellent. So, is there anything like what other stores are here? I'm very new to town. I just came today.
Well, you got the smith. You got you got raw and fine fancy herbalism stuff, and you got me.
So are you three the main pillars of commerce?
More or less.
Mm.
You
What
got
the,
other people who do a little tinkering, but for the most part, we're the big boys around town.
who are the ones that are what kind of tinkering?
All little odds and ends stuff, jewelry makers.
So they make jewelry,
Yes,
like
little hobby arts and crafts.
oh, neat. Is there anything else that happens? Like, what do people do in this town?
Oh, kinda. It's more of a busy repairing and building and stuff. Farms, you know.
No, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I've only been here for a few hours.
You don't know about farms?
I don't know if they farm or not.
They farm.
Okay. Is there anything else that happens in the town?
Oh, every morning in the town square they set up a farmer's market. I mean, if you're farming, you got to sell your foods.
Cool. Do you know anyone that sells anything more, I guess, exotic? You know, not that the things that they wouldn't sell to the normal public.
Oh, like fancy weapons
Yes.
and armors. Usually, what happens is they kind of go to the blacksmith, get whatever, and then they go to Mr. Silversun, but he's kind of been a little on the hard pressed to do the magic of crafting stuff. He doesn't really have the space at the moment. I feel like his tower should be rebuilt, but
And how do you feel about the how do you feel about the Raz building being burnt down?
oh, it's unfortunate.
Yeah. So was there at the time anyone pointing fingers at anyone in particular about that? I've been walking around and a lot of people are talking about it.
Oh, well, nothing in particular. No one's making a jump out and saying anything like that. But there's some suspect that it was the blacksmith. But I don't think so. Accidents happen.
Okay. How much for the shovel?
Oh, how about a little 2 silver?
I can do that for you. Beep, 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 beep. And then I will. I don't have 2 silver, but I'm assuming can I break the 1 gold down?
Yeah, if you do the minus remove coins. Shut.
2.
There you go. You got a shovel, Joe. Good
Nice.
job.
Excellent. Got a shovel.
It's awfully strange to be looking for a shovel at this hour.
We helped out the Silver Sun, the wizard man. We went into his tower, and unfortunately we were attacked, and apparently there was a were-rat man, and I got very angry at Silver Sun because he did not say that there was potential dangers for were-rat men.
I mean, the tower's been abandoned for like 3 years. You'd suspect that something would move in.
Well, I mean, the rats make sense, but were-rat men?
Where else is Ratman supposed to go?
Not in a small town like Wizard Tower.
I guess.
I don't know. Other than that, I'm just trying to give them a proper burial. I'm not a monster. I don't want to leave someone that has a will of their own just lying on the dungeon floor. That's not right.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
All right, have a wonderful night.
You too.
Boop 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 boop.
Thank you for stopping by.
And then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna bury that were rat man.
Where are you gonna bury him?
I'm just gonna bury him next to like obviously not on the town square or anything like that. I'm thinking like on the map, like over here.
Okay, okay.
It's
It's like on the west side of town, just outside.
yeah, just like next to some trees and stuff.
Okay. All right. So you go and collect the rat man and drag him to the outside of town and start burying him. As you're kind of walking through town, and you're getting a few looks like, what the hell is this man doing?
That's pretty normal.
And you yeah, and you bury him.
Yep.
And rather uneventful. Are you gonna leave it as an unmarked grave?
I will put I will do my best to put Ratman on like a rock or
Okay.
something, a stick, whatever I can find. Probably like bury him, with, like next to a tree, and then just put Ratman.
Just carve Ratman into the tree.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I will make a note of that because that might not come into play later.
He just comes out of the ground. I am zombie rat man now.
Okay. Okay. Ren and Horizon and Drac, just kind of doing your thing at the bar, setting yourselves up for a night's sleep, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, just
Yep.
setting the room up. I mean, I could see if anybody wants to have their fortune told, I guess, but
Okay. So I will say you can. Open character sheets because I am proficiencies. So what I will say is you may give me a performance check or a society check, your choice. Society will be a little bit more difficult though.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. So you with a performance check. So you kind of like are going around out there trying to hit people up. Get a little vibe going off of them. There aren't many people biting. Takes you a little better part of the night. You just do a little card tricks here and there, and then you get that one guy who just sits down, very nonchalant. He's like, give me a fortune. You never know. And after a little bit of talking back and forth with him through the night, he does leave you a little tip and goes on his way. So you got 2 copper from that.
Woohoo!
Making money.
2 copper. Yay! All right. That was my plan.
That was your plan. All right. So we will then move into the next day. Oop, back one. There we go. All right. So, Drac, it is morning. You are told to meet Heliotrope at the blacksmith bright and early.
That is where I will go.
So you get up, kind of rush over down over to his little blacksmithery. He's just right now. He's just opening up the walls, firing up the forge. He kind of looks over at you. Yeah. So nice that you actually showed up.
Thank you. I'd like to get punctual.
So he sets you up and gets you ready to do a little bit of smith work. He's got you. He wants you to make some shovels and general purpose tools for him. So what you can do is you can give me a crafting check.
I hope if you roll a natural 20, one of these is just magical for no reason.
Yep. Okay. So you spend the better part of the morning. You do some fine work. Heliotrope's just kind of looking back over at you, just watching what you're doing. He seems quite impressed with what you're doing. And you can actually give yourself 3 silver for income on the day. And then we'll just kind of quickly move over to Hugo right now.
He's gonna
what
wake
are you
up.
doing?
He's waking up. He's doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and he's gonna be like jumping. He's gonna be on a beam doing pull-ups, doing some lat work. You know, he's a human. He's got to stay in shape.
Okay.
So he
Okay.
wakes up at very early in the morning. Takes about like an hour, 2 hours. Does a full body workout in his room.
Okay. So you could give me an athletics check just to see how fit you pretend to be.
Pretend to be?
We're playing fantasy, Joe. We're playing fantasy games.
I know, man. Let me live my best life. 17.
Yep.
How
Quite above average.
nice.
How unplain of Hugo.
The one thing he's unplain about is fitness.
Okay. Anything else you're gonna do?
He's gonna go down and he's gonna leave his room, and then at this point in time he's gonna realize that he never told him what the guy never told him what to do. He just handed him a badge and said go.
He told you to come back in the morning, and he would
I don't
assign you
remember
something.
that. He just I remember him handing Hugo a badge and saying, "You start tomorrow."
Yeah.
So he's gonna get his breakfast. He's gonna try to find some proteins, some water, and then he's gonna make his way over promptly 30 minutes earlier than he should be, even though he doesn't know.
Okay.
So he's probably gonna get there. He's probably gonna wake up at like 3 a.m, be done by 5, get there about like 5:15, and just stand and just wait.
Okay. Okay. So You're standing out front of the town hall. You see Justicar Burwig kind of making his way down across the town square, and he sees you
Hugo is standing next to the
standing out
door.
front.
He's standing in attention, just his arms behind his back, just standing there next to the door.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, he goes through his little ring of keys, opens the door, goes inside. Come along.
Hugo will follow in suit.
Okay. So he kind of makes his way into that main words escape me because morning. He makes his way into the main area, the main
Chamber?
hall area.
Oh.
Takes chamber, hall chamber, with all the bench seating. He sits down, starts going through some paperwork from the other night, looks you up and down, Hugo, and he hands you a sheet of paper. On the paper, he kind of points out that there have been some wagons that were supposed to come into town yesterday, but had not made it into town. And he kind of wants you to do a quick jaunt out into the forest to the south and do a little look around, see if you can find anything about that.
I can.
Okay. So what you can do for me is you can give me a survival check just to kind of go out, see if you can find anything.
Survival. Goddamn, I'm not trained in that.
I know.
Yeah, it's like and you're making me do things I'm untrained in. Let's go. Okay. Could be worse.
Okay. It could be worse. You're out there for a
11.
little bit. Yeah, you're out there for a little bit. You don't find anything, any signs or anything like that. You kind of give up for a little bit and then sort of make your way back into town just because you might need a little help on this, just in the current moment. And then from this point, we'll actually move over to Horizon. What are you doing this morning?
Well, I don't have a job technically, so I guess first.
I thought she gave you one.
What was that,
She
Chicken?
She gave you the fetch quest.
Yeah, I have a fetch quest. So I don't have a job. I have a fetch quest. I have to go find broad leaves with pointed ends.
Not maple leaves.
Not maple leaves.
Dang
to
it.
make. I guess I'll start working on the fetch quest.
Okay. So what you can do is you're going to give me 2 rolls. You're first
boy.
going to give me a survival and then a nature roll. And the difficulty of the nature roll is going to be dependent on the survival roll.
Okay. All right, 18.
Okay.
And a nature roll.
Yes.
Boop. 11.
Okay. So you go out there, you spend not too long out there, and you do find the bush that you are looking for. You are able to pick off some leaves from it and make your way back into town. While you are out there, because of that survival roll, you do find an abandoned cart.
Oh. An abandoned cart. How long does it look like it's been abandoned? Is it like a relatively new abandoned cart?
It looks like a relatively new abandoned cart. You can give me a perception check if you want.
I would love to give you a perception check.
Okay.
A 6.
Okay. You kind of look over it. You don't see anything like that's making you like suspicious of the cart, but you do find like a lot of empty crates on the cart.
Looks like something happened, I guess. I'm gonna just bring these leaves to Raw.
Okay.
I'm like, this looks like it's not my problem.
So you make your way back into town, meet up with Ra. She's there. She is, town square, just sitting by her cart, Snarl at her side.
Yay,
Good morning.
Snarl's back. Good morning. How are you today?
Quite good. She's got this like very large, almost bowl-like thing of some steeped leaves and just sipping away at it.
I have these leaves. I'm going to present them.
Hopefully you didn't have any issue going out and getting these for me.
I found an empty cart, but it was abandoned. I didn't see anybody around. But other than that, no, there wasn't an issue.
Okay. So she presents you with 2 copper just for your leaf finding endeavors.
Thanks.
Okay, so we will now jump back to Drac. We're kind of jumping around here. You're all separated at the moment. It's just the misfortunes of having day jobs. So we go back to Drac. And you see Heliotrope starting to pack up a crate, and he's kind of motions you over to him. Blue man, come here. So, oh yeah, we're muted. Okay, so I got these tools. What I want you to do is take them to the warehouse on the north side of town. Lloyd at the front will know what to do with them. Can you do that for me?
I can.
Okay. Be quick. Don't pay you to be a courier. I pay you to make stuff.
All right. So he takes the box and makes his way north.
Okay. So you make your way across town. You said along the way you do spot Hugo, and you now see kind of Horizon handing over the leaves to Ra.
How's y'all's day been so far?
I picked leaves. How's yours?
I built tools, and now I'm taking tools over to Lloyd, I think is his name.
I've been looking for a cart all morning on the south end of town.
A cart? Like,
It was supposed to be
why?
filled. I don't know. The mayor asked me to. Because
I found a cart.
Where?
I was picking leaves, and I found a cart.
Where were the
It looked
leaves?
abandoned. Where did I pick the leaves? I don't think we went over that.
Outside of town, like the south side
Yes.
of town. You just kind of
Oh.
like did a big circle around the town, and you just ended up happening to find him. And when you came back in, you came in from the south side of town.
Yeah, I was coming in from the south side of town after I circled around looking for the very vaguely described leaves that I needed to get for Ra, and I stumbled across a wagon. It was empty. There were some empty crates. Didn't look suspicious.
Would you mind taking me to said cart?
Ah, I guess.
Thank
Wasn't
you.
anything there.
I mean, I need to find said cart.
Okay. We should probably let Drac finish his work first, though.
Yes.
And as they say that, I just
Just keep scuttering along. So Drac, you make it to the warehouse. You walk up front, big counter. Guy standing behind the counter. He kind of looks down at you. What you got there?
package for Lloyd.
I'm Lloyd.
Here's your package. All right,
Here's your
turn it off.
package. Package for Lloyd. I'm Lloyd. Here's your package.
So he sets the crate on the desk.
Okay. So Lloyd looks you over, just grabs the package, slides it to the back, writes you up a little receipt, hands it over to you, and then also hands you a sack of coins.
All right. So, thanks a bit. Heads back out towards the smithy.
Okay. Kind of just Drac just running back and forth. So Lloyd says, "Good day," lets you on your way, and then you make your way all the way back to Heliotrope. Hopefully that was uneventful.
Yeah, it's just point A to point B.
Good. Grabs the money and tucks it into a box, and you're free to go. See you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Same time.
Same time.
All right. He'll pack up his things and head on towards the south side of town.
And your way to the south side of town, where Hugo and Horizon are just kind of like sitting there waiting for you to get off job. It's not far from the smithy itself either, so just kind of meet up.
So, Horizon, how's your day going? You seem a little.
I mean, I didn't have anything really to do. I wandered around and I looked for leaves. I found the leaves. I brought them. She only gave me 2 copper. I feel like
I mean,
I don't
like
know.
I haven't gotten any money, so I mean that's
Well,
good for you though.
today's your first day. You're gonna have like regular income. You're a guard.
I mean, like, why don't you? I've always offered. Why don't you come? Join the guard.
That is not something that I do not follow rigidity like that very well.
I mean,
I'm more of
like,
like a free form existence.
I mean, you can be your own person and be a guard.
I never said that wasn't the case. It was more like you guys got a lot of rules.
I mean, kind of, sort of, but I mean, you have a lot of rules.
Not really.
Don't stand next to me when I use magic. Do
Well,
not block for
that's
me.
because you're gonna get hurt.
Do not touch me.
I don't like being touched. But those are like personal boundaries. That's different from like rules.
I mean, I have been following those rules for the most part.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
I mean, I understand. I respect you as another living being.
Yeah.
So I mean, like they are rules. Like you have a whole bunch of rules. So I
Drac,
don't.
Yes.
would you say personal boundaries are rules or more like guidelines?
I would say guidelines. Maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean, I don't really see the difference. I mean, guidelines is just another word for rules.
No.
So,
I don't think you
I'm
understand what
assuming.
I'm saying. Like being a
I'm
guard,
assuming.
I would have to like follow a lot of rules, and I don't want to do that.
I mean, I follow a lot of rules, being your friend, and I do that, with joy.
Yeah, but being a guard would not bring me joy. Would not
I'm
spark
assuming you're
joy.
doing. I'm assuming you're doing this like walking and talking to the
Yeah.
Yeah.
cart. Okay, so after a little bit of time, you end up making it back to the cart. It's pretty picked over. Horizon, you do notice since you had been here last, there is a bit more missing from the cart.
Oh, well, that's different.
What's different?
Well, it's like there's more stuff missing.
Do you know what it was missing, or the more that's missing?
Uh,
So when you were looking it over, it was more like boxes. A few of them were like opened up, and nothing in them. But you do notice that several more boxes have since skittered off.
well, there's less boxes. When I was here last, the boxes all seemed to be empty, but now there's less of them.
Do I see any footprints?
You can give me a survival check. I know the worst part about doing stuff out in the wilderness
Yup.
is that you have to do survival.
I do not see
If
any
anyone
footprints.
else wants to get in on this,
I can help.
I will help as well.
What are we looking for? We're looking for footprints?
Yeah,
Correct.
footprints. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just looking at the tire tracks. So,
okay. So
Tracks
with
close
a
to the
6,
ground.
you're just kind of looking around. You just see the tire tracks coming up to where the cart stopped, and they stopped. With a 18 and a 17 respectively for Drac and Horizon, you do make out a couple of footprints. You notice that there are a set of booted footprints, and you also notice a single, like you see several sets of footprints there have boots on them, and then you also notice one individual with bare feet kind of walking around doing whatever in this area, and then making his way west and south further into the woods.
Well, there's these barefoot footprints that go further into the woods. Where did the booted footprints go?
You do see like one or two of them kind of going around, and then they just kind of stop, and you see a little bit of drag mark, like they were being carried away, and that's it. So you can infer that there was signs of a struggle.
Yeah, it looks like there was some fighting, and whoever was in the boots lost and got dragged away.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming they want all of their stuff back, so
If they're alive.
if they're alive, I mean, I guess we should go. I guess we should go. See where these lead.
Do the drag marks go in the same direction as the bare feet, or do they go in a different direction?
They sort of go in a different direction.
Do they look like my feet prints?
The boot prints?
Yes.
Or
I'm gonna look at my feet and look at the boot prints.
Hugo with his high heels, because they make his ass pop.
Yeah, high heels were
Got that
originally
cake.
for men. High heels were originally for men. Just saying.
So the boot prints do not really match yours. I mean, they're boots, but they don't match yours. It wouldn't be like standard issue type boots, but they're boots. I mean, you got some Nikes out there. You got some
Some-
Adidas. You got some Timberlands going on.
So does it look? So it looks like it. I think they might have. The person might have ran away.
I mean, there's drag marks right here. I'm gonna point at them.
Yeah.
Are they in the shape of a box or a body?
It's from the feet.
The boots stop, and the drag marks
The
start.
boots stop moving. The drag marks start.
Oh, I thought they were going in a opposite direction.
So they were going in a different direction. It
Compared
looks like
to the-
someone caught up to them,
Hmm.
and then
Well, I mean, like.
Signs of a struggle.
Yeah. So I mean, we should go and we should, save the person because we're already I've already wasted the whole last morning and it's been a whole day. They could be unconscious.
Yeah.
All
We'll
right.
find them, and then we'll go for the other person later.
All right.
Sounds good.
I mean, if they're willing to attack them, weapons out, and Hugo's gonna pull out his bastard sword and his shield, because if the
Okay.
person's willing to
Alright.
attack another person for the cart,
And Track
Ready
is gonna
up.
bring out his what slicer.
okay. So basically, you're getting yourself ready for in case combat was to break out. All right. So what we'll do now is we're gonna have one person helm is this survival investigation to follow the tracks, and then each of you can also roll survival, and it will boost whoever is helming. So who is taking charge in this?
I will say that Drac is in charge.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
he's got my eyes.
So
I'm closest to the
if you
ground. I
want
can
to,
see the track.
so how we're going to do this is, Hugo, you roll a survival check. It is going to be a difficulty of 15. If you roll higher than a 15, you'll give Drac a bonus to his roll. If you roll a 5 or less, you give him a -1.
Okay, good. I gave him a 0. I rolled a 10.
Okay, so nothing. All right, Horizon, same situation.
Oh dear. I rolled a 13.
Okay.
Also nothing.
Okay. All
I
right.
would rather take
And
nothing than a negative.
Yes, and then now Drac, you can make your roll.
That's an 11.
Okay. So with the three of you kind of going out and trying to track down this guy, you start heading south and east where the body got sort of ran off and started getting dragged. And it's starting to head back to the west, but then you start losing the track after it goes through some more thicket and brush, and you just lost it. It's just getting difficult to follow at this point.
And I lost it. So do we want to go back to the cart and maybe wait and see if more people are going to come back? Because hopefully they haven't, fleeced the whole cart.
I mean, yes. My whole thing is, like, if we wait, we need to figure out where they're bringing it to. Because, I mean, depending on, we could wait and we could, wait to see if, and, follow them to where they're bringing it to. That might be an idea.
How come we always end up getting roped into guard stuff?
I'm just saying, you could just become guards, and then you could become a guard, and then bada bing, you have a career.
I'm not doing that.
Okay, I respect that.
Well, let's go back to the cart and see if we run into somebody burgling it.
Okay. So you head back to the cart, and you just set up camp around the cart. So you're gonna kind of tuck yourself away out of view of the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So each of you may give me a stealth roll now. Why do I keep going for this empty cup?
Oh, I knew that was going to happen.
Hang on a second, is that a 0?
Oh no!
That is a 0.
Like a natural 1, and I'm wearing heavy armor, so it's a -1.
Okay.
Well, I got an 11.
So
I got a
Drac with
12.
that lovely 0, a crit fail.
He's just
He's just
sitting over
clanking
there,
and whistling.
he's just drumming on his armor, just ding 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 ding. Not a care in the world.
Okay. So how long are you guys going to sit here for?
An hour or so. We gotta hydrate.
Hydrate or you'll dehydrate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So sit there for a little bit of a while. And you just hear Drac just kind of...
What are you doing, Drac?
Perfect.
I'm bored.
They're probably not going. They're probably staring at us right now and just like looking at us.
Well, they'll come over eventually if they need it bad enough.
So 2 hours, like an hour and a half goes by, and then you do notice someone walking from the north towards the cart.
Are they barefoot?
They are not barefoot. They are wearing some standard issue equipment. You gather that this guy is most likely another town guard.
I'm just gonna wave.
Hi.
Yeah, it just walks up. Hey,
Um, we found the cart, but we're looking for the perpetrator that stole everything from said cart. Have you seen anyone that is barefoot?
no, barefoot.
Yes.
Like they have bare feet
No,
or bare feet.
they have bare feet.
They're not wearing any shoes.
Oh,
Horizon is just giggling in the back. Just not even, just giggling.
very well. No, the Mr. Berwig, he sent me out here, kind of trying to help find the car as well. I noticing your badge. I see you found it.
Yes, but what about the rest of the stuff? I'm gonna point at the carts like a lot of it is missing.
Oh,
Oh.
oh. Well, there have been known to be raiders around. I figure that must have happened. Should we go back to Mr. Berwick and fill out a report?
I was going to try to find the people that took it.
I mean, would you come back here? I was walking up. I was trying to find this clanking noise, and just so happened that I found you guys. So
Drac, I can just imagine him just
Someone's
laying
trying
on his
to,
back,
you
just
know.
still going, just in the background.
If anyone wants to take more from this cart and they hear that, do you think they're gonna show up? And
No,
I
they're
mean,
not.
So, um, does it still look like it could roll back into town?
Does it?
Drac, you could give me a crafting check to kind of get the idea of whether or not this can roll back into town.
There's 15 get me.
Okay, 15. It does look like it can still move. No, without much of any issues. Being that it is a lot lighter than it was, the fact that it used to have a horse is no longer necessary. So with the four of you working in tandem together, you can get this back into town without much of an issue.
I just imagine Horizon just like, yeah, I'll push, and they just have their hand just on the cart.
Yep, the typical, let's get this car in the driveway. Okay, so you start making your way back into town, and you want to take a break here for real quick?
Yeah, we can take a break.
Like the
Yeah, we can take a break.
hour and a half mark.
Yeah, roughly. All right,
Yep.
friends. Get yourself some snacks. Get yourself some drinks, and we will be back in 5.
On the western shores of the Spance lies a continent known as the Body, home to vast stretches of plains, pockets of forest, and its most defining feature, a towering mountain range that spans from the north to the south the entire continent called the Spine. Several nations are seated in this world-splitting landmass: Keldrin, Gushepper, and Palaisud to the east of the Spine, while Kunatara and Zuidlak lies to the west. Gushepper, having suffered years-long famine in past years, kept food stocks should such an event happen again. And happen again it did, and much further spread than the Worcestershire fields as in the past. Keldrin, having never experienced such widespread crop failure, reached out to Gushepper for help. Unable to support the burden of two nations for what could potentially be years of suffering, tensions between both nations started to boil over. Keldrin invaded Nordville, to simply take control of the food stocks there in what would be known as the First Battle of the Harvest War. After nearly 3 years of war, peace was brokered over a failed assassination attempt. This attempt caused Goosepper to cede the northern third of the nation, having it been involved in the hiding of the would-be assassin. This newly formed nation, Guracy, is where our story of Hugo, Horizon, and Drac unfolds.
Hi, I'm Joe Dirt, and I will be playing Hugo McGillicuddy. He is a human fighter with the guard background with the paladin dedication. Standing in at 6'3" with slicked back black hair, he has an athletic build and tan skin with no true defining features. 5 o'clock shadow in 2 different eye colors. One is silver and the other is cyan blue. Hugo was born into a long lineage of guardsmen of the Cyan Light. Growing up in Menagerie in a strict household, Hugo did not have many friends besides Horizon growing up. Hugo is the middle child in his family and is not special or as skilled as his older brother Levi. He is next in line for a guard captain of Merenbeed. His younger sister, Nyatra, was born with magic, and she was sent off to a mage academy in the city of Merenbeed called Sekira. He quickly became friends with Drac over time, sharing similar interests in keeping people safe.
Hello, my name is Chicken Atomic. I play the Charhide Goblin inventor Drac. He has ashen blue skin and an orange beard. He got his start in Train Volca before moving to Merenbeed and opening up shop there. He then went to the local college to hone his craft and to gain funding for his construct. During this time, he became the personal smith to Hugo and Horizon. After graduating, he earned the ire of some local nobles, which led to him joining Hugo and Horizon on the trip to Nordville.
My name is Allegory, and I play Horizon, a human oracle with the cosmos mystery. She has a warrior background with her witch dedication. She's 5'9", has red hair, green starry eyes, and sometimes she floats, but that's because gravity works a little bit weird on her, and her hair seems to float and move on their own, even on a still day with no wind. She was orphaned and has no idea who her parents were, grew up helping take care of the other kids at the orphanage, and made friends with Hugo while waiting to be adopted. Considering her eyes are sparkly and her hair is floaty, it's a pretty safe bet to say the adoption never happened. She was actually pretty fine with that. Horizon's a happy-go-lucky girl, and a little chaotic, which does cause some trouble with Hugo and his position in the guard. She can almost always talk her way out of any situation, though. When Drac opened his shop in Merenbeed, she quickly became good friends with him.
It is the year 1523, and it has been 2 years since Guracy has been founded. As this nation begins to find its footing in the world, a call to rebuild has been put out from the capital, Merenbeed. Most notable of the various towns and cities in this proclamation is Nordville. This once idyllic town stood as the pawn throughout the Harvest War. Now it is seen as a way to show that Guracy will rise up as a country of its own merits and strengths. Our troop of heroes took up this call to action, each of their own reasons, but the road ahead will not be easy. Even though this is a small town, it is rife with issues. Local leaders argue over how to spend the meager coffers. Smugglers and raiders see this weakened border town as a foothold in their criminal activities. The creatures of the land have been restless. With these and more challenges ahead of them, let's see how this story rolls out for our Misfits.
the awkward silence.
Ice water.
Ice water. Well, we hope you all got snacks. Bring us back in.
Bringing us back in. So you wheeled this cart back into town. So it's getting a little bit later in the day. So you're gonna take the cart back into town. You're gonna I'm assuming you're going to go meet with Jessica Berwig, kind of go over what happened with this card. So you go in. Jessica Berwig is just sitting there writing away, ever so happy to be always at work. He notices the two of you. Yeah. Bureaucracy, I tell you. Okay. So Jessica Berwig sees you guys. Hugo and friends. And fellow guard Christopher.
I totally forgot to ask you your name. I do apologize about that, Christopher.
That's okay. Kind of just like an ancillary background character. I'm not supposed to really say anything.
Well,
I only showed up because you rolled so poorly.
Well, I think we're going to be good friends. I hope you flesh out your backstory.
I promise I won't.
So, do you have any family or any kids? No.
Anyway, we found the cart.
My backstory is very tragic, so you best not ask me any more about it, or else that is a tale
cry.
you don't want to hear. So you found the cart, Hugo.
With the help of my friends. More so, my friends helped me find the cart.
Okay.
I found the cart when I was doing a job for Ra.
Very well. Any leads or anything from?
Yes, my friend Drac found there was a struggle. It looks like someone was running around the cart, and then they were attacked. They were assailed by a person with no shoes on, and then dragged off. And they have been taking things from the cart. With my friend Horizon found the cart earlier on in the day. There were more parcels on it than there are now.
Such being less.
Less.
That's quite strange for someone to add things when they're stealing.
Haven't you heard of reverse pickpocketing?
I have, and I just don't approve of pickpocketing at all. Not in my town. Okay. All right. There has been raiders going on, stuff like that. It's been a problem for a while now. Perhaps you can go to the warehouse where the shipment was supposed to be delivered and kind of figure out what was on the cart. Kind of help possibly figure out what's going on with that.
Of course.
Good work, a lot of you.
Yes. If it wasn't for Christopher, we would have been there for hours.
Well, he's even more average than you, so.
Hugo internalizes that and just says, bad.
Well, perhaps you can go do a little bit more digging and find out.
Yes. Do you know where? Do you possibly know where the raiders, at least the most of the common ones, where they're located, or the general area?
I mean, there's a few groups of people that just kind of sneak out and waylay traders. The one that we've been having the most trouble with seems to be down further down the river.
Do I have a map?
He can get you a map.
Can I get a map with markings of the most common raiders locations, and then I can correlate.
Okay.
Then I can correlate where they are to where potentially we had walked to. We walked a little bit
Okay.
deeper into the forest, but we did lose sight of their tracks.
Excuse me. So I will pull you, Joe, to this map, so that way you can kind of look around, and I will. Boop, 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 boop. You've seen that map before. I've shown you that map.
I have.
Okay, so when he's saying that to the south and along the river, so the river goes from Nordville kind of westerly, and then it hooks south, and it starts heading towards that lake on that map.
Okay, so west, and then
starts heading.
Oh, it starts.
Yes.
Oh, so it's good. I thought you meant the lake over
heading,
here.
No, it's heading more towards the western end.
Okay,
so
it's going like this.
Bay. Yes.
Okay.
So you do notice that it does, that being that way, it does kind of cross like the state border. And goes
does that
closer to Marenbeed.
And does that correlate where the general area where we were walking?
It does correlate very generally to the direction that you were walking, but it ends up being much more westerly.
Okay. All right. Do you mind if I take this map?
Certainly. Well, maybe not this one specifically. He kind of rolls it up and gives you another like small placemat sized one.
All right, and then I'll mark down that and
a set of crayons. No.
And a set of crayons. No, I will mark it down on the map, and then it's like, yes, I'll go take a look at. Do you want me to bring the cart over there as well, or do we need it for evidence?
So I guess you could take it to the warehouse. I mean, if someone's coming to pick it up in a couple days or so, just kind of, lost cart, better to know where it is, I suppose.
Understood.
I mean, is there anything else that you might think of that we could use that cart for?
Not that I can think of, unless, we, stage a robbery. Like, put things on the cart and just hope it gets stolen. Or if we have any magical means of, like, putting the cart back and having, ways to track where they're taking the boxes. I don't know if we have the money or if we have the people to do that.
I mean,
because magic is very strong.
Magic is strong. So I guess what we could do is, why don't you do a little bit more investigating, try to figure out what was taken, and then if leads kind of dead end, we can sort of set up a trap.
Okay.
More or less.
That will work for me.
Oh, and one more thing. Can you, kind of looking at your 2 badges, I understand that you're very proud of where you come from. While you are on duty here, can you please remove your city watch badge from Menagerie? You are on official business here. That is the only reason that I ask.
It
There
is
is a
more than
certain-
it is more than
There
a
is a certain individual. All I'm saying is there's a certain individual who feels like he is being accosted and threatened. He just so happens to be sort of plant-like. He says you are starting to roll up on him and kind of strong arm him.
Oh, I know who you are talking about.
Also, for my own sake, can you not drag bodies through the town square?
Told you that wasn't a good idea.
Well, it's a fair point. However, I understand.
Thank you. You are dismissed.
Yes, sir.
You back down. This is right away. You're gonna get the.
Yeah. Yeah, Hugo is as he steps out. He's gonna look at. You just see him looking at his badge, and just like struggling to take it off. Because you Horizon know that it's not just a badge, it's his family's like crest, because they are the ones that started it. Like, you've been in his home and you've seen his, like, it's actually a family crest. It's not just a badge to him. To the standard person, yeah, it's a badge.
I mean, you could have explained that to him, you know.
I mean, I could have, but I mean, that's just making excuses.
No, I wouldn't say that. But also, you don't. This might sound dumb coming from somebody who doesn't have a family,
You do have a family.
but you're more than who your family is. So you don't need to wear that all the time and still like respect them.
I
You can
mean,
respect them and not have the badge on all the time.
yes, but I was always told to never remove the badge. It is a part of me.
That sounds a little unreasonable.
You could put it in your pocket.
Yeah, you can keep it on your person. Just don't
wear
display it while you're working.
And it's kind of awkward because my shield has. I guess I mean I can. I mean my shield has my family crest on it, which is the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, he didn't say anything
That's-
about the shield.
That
So I
is
think you're
fair.
fine.
Hugo just he removes it, and you can see a clear like a clear like it's
plunged all around it.
yeah, it really is, because he's never removed it. There's just it's just there, and he's like, I never realized how often that stayed on there. I mean, yes, I suppose. And then he'll just put it. He'll take and he'll just like open the breastplate, and he'll just actually pin it underneath on his shirt.
Oh, that's
Like
gonna be uncomfortable.
it's gonna be right
Yeah.
there. This is like I'll figure it out. You know, we'll see how uncomfortable it is.
Hugo will get a hat and he'll pin it to his hat. One of those the Bushman hats with the
Yeah,
side flap.
he has a side
Put it under
flap
the side flap.
and just tie it up so it's like hidden. We'll see how that goes. Uh, I'll figure it out. I would prefer just not to lose it.
Like I said, you can keep it on your person. Just don't wear it at work.
True. All right. Let us go to the place. I will pull the cart.
Okay, so you haul the cart over to the warehouse, and you make yourself over to the warehouse. Drac, knowing where to go, kind of tells you to like put it around the side, and then go. Then you guys go in front, and Lloyd is sitting there, just kind of doing a little bit of paperwork.
Hello.
Oh, the blue guy again.
Yep.
I already forgot the voice. I think that's pretty close.
Hello.
What can I do for you guys? Oh,
To our
Yep.
friend. And he introduces Hugo to Lloyd.
the fuzz.
There's Fuzz. He looks around like, cause
Yeah,
he.
right on your chest.
Oh, this is awkward.
What can I do for you,
We found
officer?
your cart that was to be delivered to you. However, I need your shipment log. Oh, and if you aren't comfortable with giving me the log itself, I need you to have someone go through the cart and see what is missing. We found it. We just need to figure out what was taken.
Okay.
And also, if I would like to know how many shipments were taken, when they were taken, and the locations of where they were taken. If you have them.
Oh, locations of them would probably be more in line with the town guard work, but I can goes over to a shelf, gets a ledger off the bookcase, sets it on the counter, opens it up for you. It's been on and off for a while now. For the most part, it's kind of been picking up in recent months. As you can see here, he kind of goes back and he starts showing off like dates here and there. They seem to the majority of them seem to be like weapons and stuff like that, and some more that's kind of supposed to be making its way in, but very little of it is actually making it. And then you do notice that there are
What
also
kind of ore?
mostly iron ores.
Okay. And then is there any armor or just weapons?
It's mostly just weapons. I mean, you've had some sets of armor gone missing too.
And then what kind of weapons were they? Short swords, long swords?
Various weapons, swords, axes, hammers.
Okay. All right. And how many shipments do you have that have gone missing?
Oh, this happens far too often. I mean, it's usually there's a whole thing going on around here, you know. Some shipments from the north go missing, some shipments from the east go missing. It's just annoying to say the least. The ones that are coming from the southern side of the country seem to be getting hit more often.
Okay, I understand. So, now, are there any smithing tools that seem to be going missing as well, in tandem with the ore?
Not so much smithing tools. I mean, the blacksmith has all he needs for that.
Okay. Do you have any other information as well?
In particular, no, not really.
Okay. So, all right. So you're saying the south is where most of the stolen goods are taking course.
Aye, correct.
Okay. And you're just saying now. Are you saying like is there any food stock or anything that is on it? When you find it, what is left behind?
It's not often that we get the carts back.
Okay, so
It's kind of unusual to say the least, for the weapons at least. For food stocks and stuff like that, some of it happens is just you take the food and then they go off and on their way. But you know, I've changed my accent again.
this is true. You have, but that's okay. Now, so you normally don't even get the carts back.
Normally, no.
Okay. So now, correct me if I've gotten everything. Mostly stolen weapons, or in particular iron. Mostly. I'm assuming they steal all the ore that's there, whether it's like silver, copper.
Yes.
Okay. And then armor when there is armor. And then
Seems to me like there's someone trying to build up a stock of their own.
that I can agree with. I mean, after the Harvest War, people have been arming themselves, to say the least.
Yes.
The state, at least from my knowledge, is in a fickle position. So, I mean, it makes sense for people to be arming themselves. And it's not cheap, so naturally people fall into theft, unfortunately. It's not right, but
No.
it does happen in times of unrest. All right. Thank you for your time and your consideration. You have a few things on there. It's not much, but we will get back to you.
Uh, so you can get back to me if you want. Also, if you could do me a favor, I mean, it is a little bit out of your purview, but maybe you could help escort one of the shipments coming from the north, just to make sure nothing happens with it.
I mean, I could. Where would it be? Is it going out or
Oh,
in?
it's coming our way. It should be leaving. Um, goes through the ledger. It should be leaving in 2 days in the morning.
Where is it coming from?
Oh, it's coming from Mr. Goldhorn's home. Yeah, blah 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 blah. It's coming from Mr. Goldhorn's farm.
And how far is that out?
Oh, it's a couple hours, maybe like 6.
Okay, I will see if I can arrange that uh to go out that way, and
I mean, I see we got a set of 3 people here and a little automaton friend. Maybe I could hire you, make sure it happens, make its way back here.
we do have.
Could do it. Could do it under the table.
I mean, we do have jobs to attend to as well. Uh, we will let you know by tomorrow. Does that sound good?
Sounds good. I'm gonna give you a 5% cut. The delivery. Sweeten the pot for you.
Okay.
You can give me a diplomacy check if you so
Oh.
wish.
Oh man. Oh god. Okay. My thing disappeared being over here. Alright. Diplomacy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I pulled you
Diplomacy.
back. My bad.
No, you're good. I'm looking for my diplomacy on my core skills. Okay, there we go. Ah, 13.
Okay. All right. So with a 13, it's quite obvious he's trying to bribe you guys to help him out. Anyone can see that.
Mhm.
Not much
Yes.
more than that.
Mm-hmm. We will get back to you about that tomorrow. We do have prior obligations that we must attend to. It would not be becoming of us to uh, abandon everything just at the sight of extra coin in our own pocket. That is quite selfish, don't you think?
I mean, the town needs its goods.
Yes, the
I don't
town
see how
also.
it's selfish. I don't see how it's selfish for my end.
Yes, but the town even more so needs good people.
Well, if you change your mind,
We will get back to you tomorrow.
sounds good.
All right. Have a good evening,
Good day to you,
McGillicuddy.
Mr. McGillicuddy. And the two of you.
Horizon, you're
You already
muted.
met me.
Horizon.
All right.
Right.
Drac. Good day.
Bye.
Good evening.
Hugo will walk out.
And we follow.
Yep. So we're gonna help, right? Like,
Yeah, I doubt it would take that much convincing for Heliotrope to let me escort it in. That means he gets more,
or
he needs. And
Yeah.
more ore and more.
Well, it's more food stock than ore.
which is important.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I will have to talk with the mayor about it, but I don't imagine, it's not really out of my purview. I mean, traveling 6 hours away is a little, that part is a little weird, but I mean, guiding things back into town is not unusual. So, I mean, I don't imagine it would be bad. However, I mean, I can't make that obligation without, first discussing it. But
I mean, I could.
this is true. I mean, if you want to, I mean, you are very strong. I mean, if you wanted to keep the 5% for yourself, you could head out there.
I would rather not go by myself.
Well, I mean, you can shoot laser
I
beams
imagine
from
I
your
would be-
mouth, so
When have I ever done that?
never. I'm just hoping it happens. It
I'll
would be
keep that in
cool.
mind.
I mean, I think it would be pretty cool. I don't know about you.
It does sound pretty cool. It also sounds like it would probably hurt my mouth.
I don't know. Like does when you sing and you like sing at people and it hurts them. Does that hurt your mouth?
No,
So I mean, I don't imagine
but
it would.
that's not a therapy.
I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really know how magic works, but
I
I'm just
know.
I'm just saying I think it would be pretty freaking neat.
It would be neat.
I am just throwing that out there. If you ever get the chance to have, laser beam and mouth magic, take it.
Okay.
But
Drac, are you just looking up at him like, what's wrong with you? Is that what that was?
Just it's more just like I sometimes wonder how your brain works, but
Yeah.
just
but I think I should talk with maybe I can find Christopher and see where all of these like pinpoint more locations for the robberies, because the where we would be going is up north, and chances are we are probably going to run into bandits. If we don't, that would be actually surprising. But I would like to know more locations. If you all would like to come with me, you can. I don't really think. I mean, if you guys have other things you would like to do, that's also perfectly fine.
I might head back to the tavern and see if Silver Sun has anything. I'm sure he doesn't. It was only just yesterday, but might see if he has any ideas on how to possibly get his tower worked on.
Oh, by the way,
Sooner.
I did open that up, with the tracking magic. I did open the door for you. I don't know if you caught on to that.
What?
When I asked for the tracking magic for the mayor.
What?
What?
With tracking the
Now I know what he
packages,
heard.
the tracking the packages and everything like that with magic.
Yeah.
Yes, that I was opening the door for discussions of, if you go back in, that's a way you can, open the door for the tower being rebuilt, showcasing that the magic tower is important.
Okay.
I get what he's putting down.
I get what you're saying.
yeah.
Am I going crazy here? Like, I thought that
No,
I thought that
no,
was
no.
smart. I was trying to help.
I was like, I thought you were saying you opened the door. I was like,
No,
what?
open the door to conversation.
No, like the physical door that
Oh.
you didn't open.
Oh,
That's
no.
I was like, what? Why did you do that?
That door down there that needs to stay shut.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, am I going crazy? Like, I thought I was being, like, nice and not, like,
No, we
Not
just
like-
misinterpreted what you were saying.
I thought I was doing
Because I
good.
don't have any tracking magic. So I was like, I don't know what you mean.
I was talking about Silver Sun,
Yeah, Silver Sun might have something up his sleeve. You never know.
because then that makes him more valuable to the town if he can, track the carts, the packages more so. And have a way to do that, and then that would mean he could communicate with other wizards, and it could be a whole network of, tracking, shipments that could be, that I don't know why they don't do that already, you know.
Resources are spread thin currently.
Correct, but I mean, at the same point, it's, whoever forefronts that, they would make a lot of money. So I mean, financial gain, is kind of, you know, wartime is unfortunately a profitable time for people.
True.
But yes, I mean, if you can ask him about that, and then I mean that would help the eye of everybody else to, you know, make make a discussion more available and showcase that magic is important because it people who use magic are very scary and powerful.
True.
Stop it. Leave me alone.
You can't stop us from role playing.
Yes, I can.
Oh, yeah. Game's
Combat,
done.
go.
But
I mean,
if you would like, just open that door, to him, or bring it up to him, just so that way he can look into it, and maybe that's a way to get his tower rebuilt.
there we go.
My concern is, would they expect him to help first before beginning to work on the tower?
Probably yes. Knowing how governments work, they want product first, then efficiency after.
Solution first, assistance later.
I mean, that's unfortunately how politics work. At least from my knowledge, they want you to answer everything before they, lend you the hand of money.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's the plan here? Are you going to go talk to the Justicar about
About what?
what you just spoke about with what's his name? Lloyd?
Yes, I will talk to him about, in 2 days needing to go guide the cart, but I'm actually going to speak to other guards first and see where I get a better understanding of where potentially the the raiders are, and where they're and what I'm looking for is like the best location of where all of these carts are being robbed.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually the way that I see it is when a criminal becomes complacent, they tend to rob in or near the same place. That makes it easier for them to, take easily. And seeing as this has been going on for, a long time, we as, people, and, even if they are not, people, whatever race they are, we are habitual. And I've seen, plenty of people in the city rob from the same area over and over and over and over again because they're comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be the same thing of, they are comfortable because they have not been stopped.
What are you gonna do, Drac?
Probably go speak to Heliotrope and see if I can get that time allotted free, and then just wait, essentially.
All right, go talk to you. Go. It's your turn. Go, Horizon.
And break. No.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we got here is Hugo is kind of suggesting that Horizon go talk to Mr. Silversun.
Yeah.
Like get some sort of magic out of him that could potentially be useful. Drac is going to go head to Heliotrope, kind of get the approval to just kind of break off from work for a little bit to kind of scout out and escort this wagon coming back, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then Hugo is going to, he's got sort of two things on his slate. He's going to, one, talk to some other town guards, see if he can suss out like a pattern and where it might be centralized at. And then also talk to the Justicar, see if he can get like approval to also get approval to escort that wagon. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we will start off with Horizon since he is right there, and
Hi,
make your
it's
way.
me.
It's your
You make your
girl.
way. Hey, girlfriend.
Hey, girl. Hey.
So you make your way to the Red Goat Tavern, I assume, to
Well, yeah, I think that's where he would be, right?
most likely that's going to be where he's sitting at. He unfortunately does not have very many places to go at the moment without his tower to do his work at.
Yeah.
So you make your way to the red. So you
Is he in his
do this?
corner?
Or the three of you splitting up to do this, like you each go in a separate direction. Okay, that's all right. That's for
Yes.
me. Okay, so Horizon to the Red Goat Tavern.
Yep.
Mr. Silversun in his usual spot, kind of tucked in the corner, sipping from this a glass of that fancy liqueur that you had gotten him.
For free, even.
He's for free, even. So he sees you.
Hello.
Good to see you again.
How are you doing today?
Kind of up his book of notes. Much better. Thank you. Thank you again.
You're welcome. I and my friends are. Well, I seem to always get roped into guard things when I hang around Hugo. So, what we are currently doing is trying to figure out who keeps waylaying shipments on the way to town. I'm sure you've heard a little bit about that.
Yes.
In a couple of days, we're going to be going potentially to escort a cart into town. And I was wondering if there was anything that you might have or any ideas you might have about planting something on that cart should something go wrong and it get taken on the way in that we could track.
I do. Are you looking to some way, or are you trying to prevent it from being ambushed?
The first thing you said cut out. So
Are you trying to mark the cart or prevent it from being ambushed?
So, ideally, preventing it from being ambushed, because this one has food on it that obviously the town needs. There was talk of potentially using a different cart that we had found and brought in as like a trap. And if we were to do that, I would say that one would probably need to be marked, and we would allow that to be taken.
All right. I can go through some of my works and see about getting some sort of way to magically mark and track this cart, should it so happen to be waylaid. But for the one that you want with the food stuff, I believe which would be more useful would be he goes into his bag and pulls out a scroll and hands it over to you. This help keep you less detectable. And it is going to be a scroll of, I close that window because I'm cool like that.
It's the scroll of I closed that window.
Yep.
That's very powerful.
The scroll of I close that window.
That seems like a 9th level spell.
It is. It is a scroll of Pass Without Trace. And he's going to give that to you. Put it in your inventory.
Put it in my little scroll box.
Yep.
Can you learn that? Can you learn that spell?
So she cannot learn that spell.
Dang.
So what she's going to do when she's going to use it is we're going to have her roll to make sure that it fires off as intended. And where did it go? There it is. It's in your inventory now, in your scroll case.
Thank you. This will be very helpful. And also, we mentioned working with magic to try and solve this problem to the Justicar, and I believe any help you provide might give them more incentive to get the tower fixed. I don't have any way to guarantee that, but I'm hoping that letting them know that you are assisting with this will sort of light a fire under that problem.
Then I will say, if you use any of this magic that I give you, you tell them where you got it from.
Absolutely. Hopefully, it will show them that
Grease the wheels.
the tower is important and it needs to be fixed.
Thank you.
Do you have any other ideas on that front about talking them into getting it fixed sooner?
At the moment, I know, but I do like where your head's at.
It was more Hugo's idea at first, and he had to explain it to us because he was very vague when he mentioned it initially.
Well,
It was not very clear. But he is helping.
simple minds.
Very direct minds, very literal minds. We had to explain bare feet at one point.
Oh, Sounds like you met Christopher.
Yeah, yeah. That was an interesting conversation.
Well, best of luck on your endeavors.
Thank you, and thank you for your help with this. And I will definitely let them know where the magic came from if we end up needing to use it. I'm sure that the pass without trace will definitely be helpful for the escort mission. Enjoy your drink, and I will leave you to your day.
Good day.
I head out to go find Drek because I know he's headed to the smithy, so I'll find him on the way.
So we go to Drac, who is making his way to the smithy. And at the smithy, you arrive. Oh. Welcome back.
Hi there, Healy. Um, in about 2 days' time, I'm going to, or I would like to be able to step away for a bit to help escort a cart into town. As you might have heard, they've been getting attacked in and around the area, so I'd like to help out Hugo escorting them in so we can maybe figure out who's doing it and deal with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, I can't pay you for the day. But I don't see how this really affects me.
Well, I don't know exactly when we're supposed to be, heading out there, so I don't want to be interrupting, work.
Oh yeah, well, sure, whatever. If you don't show up, you don't show up. That's all I gotta say about that. But I would appreciate that you show up. But you're your own goblin. I would like it if you're gonna be protecting carts coming into town. You protect the ones that have raw materials that could be, very suitable for me. Just saying.
Well, sadly, I don't believe this current one will be, but if we end up having to escort some more, it is likely we'll end up with one with raw resources. And I know exactly what you mean. But hopefully we can nip this in the bud quickly. Trade reestablished.
You don't nip it in the butt. You nip it in the bud.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Anything else you need from me?
Not currently. So, you have a good rest of your day, and I'm going to get back to seeing what they're up to.
Good day to you.
I like that you called him Healy.
I just imagine him scooting around on, wood-based wheels on his heels. No, well, they would be metal. That's true.
What are you doing, buddy?
Rolling around.
So we then move on to Hugo, who is currently which lead are you taking on first?
I'm going to be
find the town guards.
I'm gonna be trying to find Christopher first.
Okay. You can give
No.
me a perception check. To Christopher. I mean,
Man, perception. Up. Hell yeah, 19.
okay. You find this very beige personality that is called Christopher.
I relate to him.
He's- so he is with two other guards. They're kind of in like the town square, just kind of talking to each other.
Gentlemen,
And
hello.
is yours.
How are we doing?
Average.
Yes, I understand that very well.
Complain.
Huh? Do you lot know about where where most of the carts have been missing? And Hugo's gonna pull out like the little map and just like the general areas of where they've gone missing in the past.
Oh, yeah, this kind of to the south. Been actually, we are talking amongst ourselves. We're getting ready to go head that direction. Kind of look out, see what's going on. Do a little bit more footwork.
Yes, that would be good. I would be more than willing to aid you all in that as well. So my question is, do you know where all of them were last seen?
Oh, they kind of get attacked along the road there. Just kind of main road going into town. You came from Menagerie, right?
Aye.
Oh yeah, you know that main road you came in. I'm surprised you didn't get attacked yourself.
I guess it was the luck of the draw in that case.
Sounds like something shouldn't happen off camera, should it?
True.
So we're heading out along the road. Gonna try and do a little preemptive investigation, as it were.
I'd be more than happy to join you lot. On the way, Christopher, why don't you tell me your backstory? I love
It's very tragic. Very tragic.
I don't know much about tragic. My family is good. I would love to hear your story though.
Have you heard the tale of Oedipus Rex?
No, I have not. Do explain.
Please don't.
He regales you with the tale of the Shakespearean play Oedipus Rex. Replacing all the characters with ones of his family. It is very tragic. His father was blinded.
I feel like you should be a character and I should be in your position.
Well, maybe some other campaign I'll be around.
I feel very just normal.
Yep. Who knows? Maybe when I actually do something, I'll be like level 10.
I mean,
A lot of backstory here.
Yeah, I mean, apparently, I mean, I get called average and playing every single day by
Oh,
everybody.
me too.
Nah, I mean, you have a tragic backstory and everything.
Yep. I must my classes must either be a rogue or warlock.
I mean, most certainly. I just use, a sword and a shield. My best friend always jokes, that, I'm just not very special.
Yep. Human fighters, I tell you.
I suppose so.
Yep. Well, um, if you wanted to do that, go out with us. You know, the boys.
Yes,
Yes.
of course, of course.
We're going to be doing it in the morning. Just getting ourselves ready and liquored up too. Nothing bad can happen with that.
Not at all. I will join you
So
all in the morning.
that sounds good.
Where are we meeting at the south gate?
We'll meet at the south gate.
All right. I will see you in the morning.
Perhaps you will. Perhaps you won't.
Okay.
Depending on the shenanigans we get up to tonight.
All right. And then he will walk back to the town hall and meet up with the mayor.
Okay. So you walk into town hall, um, head into the Justice car.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Hugo.
Sir.
Welcome back. Again.
Yes. So we are speaking to Mr. Silversun about finding ways to track packages. That should lead us more to a narrow search. We don't have many. We have general locations of, basic directions of where things are being taken and along the main roads and such, but getting more of a pinpoint location is imperative. Finding their hideout, being able to track what they've stolen is probably the key. And in this case, having magic to do so is very suited.
Very good. And what are you looking of me?
I am looking for what I am going to, in 2 days, I would like to be able to guide some food stuff from the north into town. So I will be gone most likely tomorrow. I would be leaving tomorrow afternoon to get there before and to bring the food stuff
Okay.
into town.
Okay. That sounds reasonable. Very good work.
And my compatriots will be joining me, so I was hoping to ensure that they would, if you would be as kind to pay them for their time guiding food stuff into town, that would
Oh
be.
yes. Um, um.
Seeing as they are not part of the
So,
guard, but they are giving their time.
oh yeah, freelance work. Freelance work. Yes. So he starts writing down. Um, he hands you a paper, and basically it is like a a pay order for the three of you to escort this wagon from the north with the food stuff down. So hand that to Mr. Goodwind on your way out, and he'll get you set up in advance. This is very good work that it needs to be done.
Yes, sir. And then also we are going to be using a cart to hopefully entice people to rob it. As far as we are going to hopefully, when we come back, we can speak with Mr. Silversun in order to see if he has any ability to put tracking on, like some sort of magic on the packages, the cart, and then have it leave town and planned to get robbed. So we can find the rest of it. Judging by equipment, it looks like they are arming themselves.
Interesting idea.
So I don't know if you would be willing to have a discussion with him, or be able to, if this works, this opens a door for discussion and getting the tower rebuilt, because having magic is important, and being able to protect packages that are leaving, and having other mages in other cities track packages that are coming to us would add a bigger safety net, and also helped with finding the lost packages as well.
Yes. That is possibly doable. I'll do my best to.
Of course, we want
Mr.
to.
Silversun would want to be paid for his work. I believe.
Yes, and also, obviously, we know that we want to test it first, and then see how effective it truly is, and see where we can improve.
Yes.
But in order to improve, it would involve his tower being rebuilt, because he's working out of the inn.
True.
So I mean, there's going to be a lot chance of a failure, because he doesn't have everything he needs to do what he needs to do. But
Correct.
It gives us an ability to have something that isn't already available widely, and it really could put Nordville on the map.
Yes. Well, let's take this one step at a time.
Yes, sir.
When you get back with the food supplies, we can further discuss this. It is going to be a matter of getting money from Mr. Goodwind, who is just a little bit dead set against the tower for whatever reason.
Magic is terrifying. I understand.
It is. It's very scary.
It is. I understand 100%. Magic is terrifying, and a lot of people who use magic can use it for whatever their purpose is.
So yes. So tomorrow, you are relieved of duty. You are allowed to head north to the farms and escort that wagon back.
All right. I will be gone for approximately 2 days, and yes, and tomorrow morning, I will be joining the other guard on more of an investigation. I do not need to leave until at the afternoon.
Okay. I will say it is best to be careful. You and Christopher's little team going together.
Correct.
That's going to be almost half of our guard forces.
Yes, I just do not want anything to happen to Christopher. He seems very important.
Well, If you think so.
I do believe so. I have an inkling on people, and I sense that he is going to be great.
Well, be safe, Hugo.
I, and then I will get the I will talk to Mr. After I leave, I will talk to Mr. Goldwind and get the bag for my friends.
Okay, so he just head down, back to the paperwork, just bureaucracy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Never ends for him.
I will
And he lets you leave.
I will salute and turn, and I will go to Mr. Goldwind.
Mr.
Goodwind.
Goodwind, who is right outside
Mm-hmm. And I'll be
at
like,
his own desk to the side.
Mr. Goodwind, I have this paperwork for you.
Kind of reaches over, grabs it. So,
Hmm.
mercenary work too?
Not mercenary work. It is more so ensuring that we have food stuff. As a guard, we need to make sure that our people are fed. The people are the lifeblood of what we do here. Without people, without food, we don't have people, and without people, we don't have a town.
Very well. He kind of rolls his chair back, goes underneath the desk, and you hear him kind of collecting up some coins, and he sets a pouch up on the desk
Mhm.
in front of you.
I feel like this guy's a stingy bitch.
Yeah,
Whatever you do not spend, bring it back.
understood. And
Very well.
I will take it. And this is just for my notation. Why do you not like Mr. Silverwind? If I may be so brash and bold.
No, Silverwind.
What about the Mage Tower?
Oh, Mr. Silversun's tower.
Silver Sun, yes.
Oh. You know how magic is quite powerful and everything like that?
Magic is absolutely terrifying.
It's very terrifying. You are aware, that when we moved in at the start of the war, that was the first thing they did was destroy the tower.
Naturally.
I mean, if we rebuild it, yes, it would be great and everything, but should something like this happen again, tensions are, very, very high to our neighbors to the north. Obviously, should fighting break out again, if we have a tower, what are they going to do? They're going to come back here and try to destroy it again. If we just don't rebuild it, then there's nothing for them of value really here.
I would
them to take.
In most points I would agree with you. However, the key to a lot of this is, again, if I may be so bold, I do not mean to overstep. I am just a guard. But in order for us to protect people, and in order for us to protect, say, a tower, I would be so humble as to ask you to consider building a guild hall here. In Merenbeed, we have quite a few, and yes, it is a big city. However, giving people a reason to fight for a town is vastly more important and gives hope to people around. Knowing that they can turn to a building that is not just the town hall is important, and it also
Well-
will draw stronger people to come and protect the town, and it would solve a fair amount of the bandit issues because then you can, you know, tell the guild to take care of a lot of it.
I mean,
Yes, it's a lot of money, but it's money well spent.
yes. But the thing is we are not making a lot of money at the moment. It's very tight here. We can't afford to be fixing towers, then building guild halls, and all for the hope. Mercenaries cost lots of money.
I mean,
There's only so much to go around.
and that I understand, but with a guild hall, there's always room for expanding. Start out in a small home, build over time.
Well, I understand. Let us start working on this bandit problem first.
As
Then
I said,
we can see about a guild hall.
yes, because I believe that Silver Sun is going to be pivotal in figuring out how to efficiently track and stop people from stealing packages and slowing income. So I feel that with his help and with Magic's help, we'll be able to financially recover as well as really put a name for Norville on the map and have more in the coffers.
Well, yes.
But as we grow,
Let's
no
start
matter what.
with what we have right now, which are
Correct.
people, guards, and supply lines.
Correct.
Protect supply lines. Maybe we'll get more money for a guild hall.
Understood. I'm sorry if I was bold, but I do not mean to step over a line, but I just wanted to see where you were since you are the man with the coffers and see what your direction is and what you need to be done. So we will figure out the supply line issue, and from there, I just want to help. I want to help the people.
Very well.
Thank you, sir. He will do a nobleman's bow, and then he'll walk away. How much money does he have?
So it is 12 gold. It
Okay.
is to be split amongst the three of you. So 4 gold each.
Hugo is going to give them both 6 gold.
Spend it all himself.
No. Hugo is going to give them both 6 gold each to Horizon and to Drac. He is not going to take any of the money.
Okay.
So they
That's
both.
so different from Ragnar.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't the same character. He cares more
know.
about like what do you want from this guy? He squeezed money out of them just so that way, you guys can feel like you're getting compensated. It's not about him.
Okay. So you step outside and so you all reconvene. I'm assuming you're going to reconvene at the Red Goat Tavern or somewhere else.
Indubitably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Hugo will walk in. Hello, hello, Horizon. Hello, Drac.
Hello, hello, hello.
He's going.
I will let you talk amongst yourself. I'm gonna get some more liquids and
Okay.
stuff like that.
Time.
Okay.
Here, I managed to get both of you compensated, and he's gonna set the gold. It should be 6 gold for each of you. For tomorrow.
Thank you.
No problem. I wanted to make sure that you guys were getting compensated for your time and your work. Where did you get the dog from Horizon?
He follows me around sometimes. I don't know where he came from, but
Are you sure the
He's
dog is
almost-
allowed in the tavern?
I mean, nobody stopped him so far. No one else can seem to see him either.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it like an invisible dog?
maybe.
Do I have magic powers?
No.
Okay. I did not think so.
He could just only be visible to us.
Ah, true.
Isn't that right, buddy? Are you being a good boy? Ow.
But how did your lot's excursions go?
Well, I got some assistance from Silver Sun. We got the this scroll here that will help the cart that we're going to be escorting be a little bit more sneaky.
Okay.
So it'll be harder to ambush if I can get it to work. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes. And I also let him know that we were contemplating a plan to plant something on a cart and allow it to get taken.
Correct. That seems reasonable.
So he knows that we're working on something like that. We don't have a timeline for it quite yet because we have to go protect the cart first and get the food into town.
What about you, Thorak? How did everything go with the heliotrope?
Just let him know I'd be missing for the time escorting the cart, and he'd prefer it if I was escorting oars and the like, but it's the cart we're going to be escorting this time. But so I guess I'm going to be helping out escorting other ones too.
I mean, naturally, it's probably going to be plant-based things, so I can understand him not really wanting you to, bring that into town. It makes sense.
I think he was thinking more from a business standpoint. He would rather it be ore
True.
and materials.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll figure that out. I did talk to the guards, and they are going to be doing I will be doing a little scouting mission with them tomorrow, most likely, early. So, but I did get an okay, obviously. I did take your note, Horizon, and I brought it up to the Inquisitor, and he thinks it is a great idea. However, learning more that I talked with Mr. Goldwind, I believe he's the coffers manager. He is not. He has nothing against
Goodwind or Goldwind?
Goodwind.
Goodwind.
Goodwind. Okay.
He is not against Mr. Silversun. However, it's more along the lines of since it is the magic, as I've said before, and I've said for a long time, magic is scary. He shares the same sentiment, but he's looking from it from a monetary standpoint that the tower was the first thing to go, and he doesn't want to put money into something that's going to be destroyed right away, which makes sense.
But what guarantee does he have that there's even going to be a war like that? I feel like that's an unnecessary preemptive thing.
Well, from my knowledge,
Unless he knows something he's not telling anybody.
well,
I'm just a suspicious person, though.
well, from my knowledge is, after the Harvest War,
Get off my desk.
we're
Sorry.
still after the Harvest War, we are Nordville itself is, on the border. It's a pivotal point. The reason why we're here is to grow and protect it. And right now, walking into this knowing that they are being robbed, supply lines are being cut, after the assassination attempt, after the war, everyone is vying for, Geraci as a whole. So this all makes sense from my point of view, understanding that, this town was the first to get hit and is a foothold for a lot of people. So their concerns make sense.
I guess so.
So, I mean, I offered him the idea of, setting up a guild hall because there isn't one here,
Yeah.
and that would draw more people to come and, participate, and not to mention, having more people to, protect the town itself. That is,
It's not a bad idea.
it's important, and I tried to be. I took your note, and I was more forward with him instead of trying to be aloof.
Did that go well?
It's. I think I stepped over my bounds. I think I overloaded him with information.
I see.
So I believe that, we need to take it step by step and, prove that, I did say that he doesn't have all of the materials, so things could go wrong. I did not promise a perfect product. So if setting expectations low and then over exceeding them is going to be great.
Under promise, over deliver. It's always a smart plan.
So depending on how things go, we will be able to hopefully overachieve, and it will put in motion and make us more reasonable. And I think honestly the protection of the town is important, and I believe building a guild hall and filling it over time and slowly with people will give them more confidence to build the tower again, because then they can lean on strong individuals. And it's, he is mistaken that yes, a guild hall is mercenaries, but it's not, freelance. They work for the town. I don't quite think he understands the strength of having a guild.
He might not.
But hopefully it will be advantageous, and we can help, because we were sent here to help. But that is going to be the first thing is to. I agree with what he said. The first thing is to secure as many supply lines as we can. At least from my perspective, I don't know about you lot. I'm not trying to drag you in. I'm trying to make sure you both are compensated as much as possible to make it worth your while. But again, that is from my understanding why we were sent here, and I don't know how you all feel about it. I have not asked you since we've gotten here, and I do apologize.
Well, we're here to help. And hey,
That dog
Sorry.
seems like a lot of trouble.
you just had this book in his
No.
mouth.
Are dogs allowed in the
Spot's
tavern?
trying to read the Necronomicon. Buddy.
His eyes roll in the back of his head. Mother.
Mother.
sorry.
He completely derailed my train of thought. I'm sorry. We're here to help. We're here to help. I may give you a hard time or complain a lot, but that is what we're here for.
I understand, but I mean, it's important for you all to, achieve your goals that are out here as well. And I understand we're all here to help the people in the town and make sure it's safe. But at the same point, I do feel bad that you haven't found, something, to, ground yourself. And it seems like, getting the wizard tower is,
Is that a gravity joke?
I did not think about that, but I mean, technically, yes. I know that's. I am sorry. I did not. If that offends you, I did. I
was
did.
funny.
Okay.
I thought it was clever. I thought you were being clever. I was impressed for a second, but if it was unintentional, I take it back.
Oh well. Well, I mean, yes, it was intentional. It was very clever.
How can I do a check?
Yeah.
Roll a deception.
Please roll low. Yes. 6.
Okay.
What do I roll?
So there are no opposed rolls. It's against like a specific skill.
You are charisma based. You can tell.
DC. Yeah, you can tell. I would say that would be perception. So yeah.
Like against her DC, her
if you're-
DC is pretty decent. I would assume it's more than a 6.
So how you get your DC is it would be 10 plus your modifier, which would be wisdom for perception, and then your proficiency, which is, since you're trained, it will be 2, so your DC would be 15. So you would have had to be a 15 for you to
fall for that.
to fall for that. So
All right. Stop it.
That dog is trying to attack you. Are you sure?
He loves me. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, he's eating your hand. Do you need me to save you from that dog?
roll initiative.
He's like eating your hand. Are you okay?
Yeah. It doesn't hurt. He's not biting hard. He's playing.
Okay. So what
that was
we
not
will
an
do?
intentional joke. So
Yeah. So what we'll do is you can all get a rest as you go into the next day.
is it just
and
the bed
then
button?
It is the bed button. You can actually hit it twice because you didn't do it for the previous day.
I did not. Way to go, Spot.
What's the
spots.
bed? Oh, rest for the night. Okay.
Yes.
Like,
Okay, and then rest for the night.
Is everything okay over there?
he keeps knocking stuff off my desk. He keeps bumping into it.
He wants your flesh book. Okay, so you get up in the morning. Heliotrope is just kind of whatever about you, Drac, just showing up. So you're free to go back over to him, or see what Hugo's doing, but Hugo had made it kind of that morning incentive to go pal up with Christopher and his guys and head out into the south to figure out what's going on out there.
Hugo's gonna wake up and he's just gonna do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, crunches in the morning,
Okay.
burpees. He's doing his morning routine before he leaves.
Okay. So, are you going to go with Hugo Drac?
I don't know if Hugo wants us to just be like palling around with cards, or if he cares if I go along.
He doesn't care. He brought it up to you guys. He just
That is your prerogative. Do you want to go? Do the two of you want to join Hugo, or kind of do something else around town?
I don't have I don't have a job. I don't have anything to do. I'll follow him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go too.
Okay. So you leave the Red Goat Tavern nice and early in the morning, because that is where you sleep. And in the town square, there is Christopher with two other guys setting up a very, very plain looking cart. He's got some boxes, and he just cut them as he's throwing a blanket over it to kind of hide what's on there. Hugo.
Christopher.
Good morning.
Good morning, hero.
My voice changed again.
It did.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you ready to get on and head on out?
I am.
So these are my fellow guards who are going to be joining me on this trip. Mr. Danielson, and I wrote my name down somewhere. Henrik.
He shakes both of their hands. Strong names.
They give strong handshakes back.
Very strong. You are all very, very strong. I'm sure you would all be fine.
Yes. Looking at Drac and Horizon.
These are my best friends, Horizon and Drac.
Hello. We're here to help.
Okay. Sounds good. You ready to roll out? Need to do anything before you head? Get it moving?
No, I'm good.
All right.
How about you both? Are you ready to go?
Yeah, good to go.
Yep.
So you start rolling out of town, start heading southward. So the Hendrik and Danielson are going to kind of break off to the side and kind of go off to the sides of the road, kind of off and away, just kind of keeping an eye on the party. Mm-hmm. As you go down the road. Nice slow leisurely pace. So what the three of you can do are give me, so one of you is going, so all of you can give me both perception and stealth, kind of as a way to make yourself subtle.
Perception and
start with perceptions from the lot of you.
And then stealth. Very Hugo.
Okay. So Hugo with the perception of a 13. Perfect.
0.
I got a 0 still. Okay.
I mean, look, you got a natural
impressive.
20 fucking perception. You're seeing everything, and then you're just
You are
like,
seeing everything.
but
I'll
at
be
the
really loud about it.
yeah. Trees.
Man, guys, do you see the bird? Holy shit!
So okay, we'll go down the list here with perceptions. We got Hugo with a 13, Drac with a nat 20 crit success on that perception, and then Horizon with did you roll a perception?
I think I got like a 12 or a
Yes,
15.
like a 12. Okay,
12. Yeah, you got a
All right.
12.
okay, with a 12, and then for stealth we got a Hugo with a 9, a Drac with a 0. And then Horizon with a 5. So probably about an hour or so out of town. Drac spots off in the woods a group of people kind of encroaching from the left and your left and right.
Hugo is just kicking some rocks on the ground. Just like he's
And then Drac, you also one of these figures to be a wild-haired with bare feet.
Can you re-describe that?
Wild-haired what with bare feet?
It is a
Oh my god. He's breaking up.
wild red-haired dwarf.
Oh, keep going. You're here.
Sitting
You're here.
waiting.
You're here.
You're good. You're good.
Wait.
Good.
Waiting
Go.
to
Go.
I'm stabilizing. All right. So it is a red, wild-haired dwarven figure with bare feet. Body proportion-wise, you know how dwarves are kind of like short and stout. This is a very lean-looking figure. And then,
Man, I need to learn that
notice,
man's
like-
cut. I feel like I'm getting bulky.
you notice like 3 other individuals as well with him. And it is at this point that
My stunning 0 still. Hey guys, I found out.
Oh,
okay. So here is what we're going to do. We're going to do this in a more theater of mind type of situation. I will actually pull you guys here. And whoop, wrong one.
Spot.
I'm gonna
spot boy.
8 Drac,
I'm letting him wander.
little buddy.
And he just gave me the most suspicious look.
Well, with the face like that, very suspicious.
Oh,
Let me know when you are all. Come on, where is it? Where are you going?
I was loading in.
Loading in.
Oh, shit.
Still loading.
Yep, still loading. No problem.
Yes, I am loading.
You are loading.
I'm loading.
Loading.
I'm in.
Slowly popping in. We don't need to do a battle
Okay.
cam for this. This is going to be more theater of mind. You're coming up on the wagon. You got 2 guys off onto the side that are on your squad. I'll move them over. Oh, not all you at the same time now.
Just really hope I get like a high initiative because I have an idea.
All right, so I got you all in initiative. Rin, you rested, so your enfeebled condition is gone. There we go. All right. All in? All here? All good?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do we're going to use, I will let you say which one were you prioritizing, kind of keeping the low profile or keeping an eye out
For all of us?
for all of you.
Oh, I'm keeping an eye out.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. All right. So we'll use your perception check rolls as your initiative for that. So Drac with a 23. Hugo with a 13. Where are you, Hugo?
I'm here. My friends.
13. And then we got Horizon. With a 12. And then, all right, then the rest are gonna roll. You guys at?
Oh, someone was buzzing at my door. I didn't know if.
All right. Okay. So I will say one of these guys is significantly more powerful. Try to guess which one.
It's
the one with the custom image.
I'm gonna say I mean, it's probably the very buff
dwarf?
goblin. The goblinoid person.
Okay. So
I think it's the dwarf.
yes, so it is the dwarf.
Oh gosh. Oh man.
Okay. So I will also say this to you. If at any point you feel like this fight is not going your way, which, hint, hint, just call out that you are running away.
Okay. Also, I have a question.
Okay.
Do I get a hero point at the start of the session, correct?
Yes, every session you start off with a hero point.
Okay, I
so
still
if
I
you
still
do not
have one.
Yes, and you do not carry hero points over from the previous session. You always start with one.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll start off with this going forward. It is the dwarf's turn. And you see him throwing a dagger at one of the guys
No.
on the side. So we're going to target this guy. And he's going to throw a dagger. He is going to rage.
Oh no, he's a barbarian.
Oh no!
He's a barbarian.
And throw his dagger.
I would like to run. I'm kidding. Continue.
And he's going to throw the dagger. It's going to sink into this individual.
You can't see anything.
And so it's going to hit him, sink into his chest, for 9 damage, and then disappear out of his chest and back into his hand.
He has a disappearing dagger. What is this shit?
This is potential loot for you guys. That's what that is.
Also, potential doom.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And potential doom.
Shit, my door. I need the door to be open.
The door is open.
And then he is going to stare at Christopher, who is kind of at the head of this wagon, and do an intimidation, demoralize
No.
with a nat 20.
Ooh.
So
Oh. We can't see
So-
any of these rolls, so they don't exist.
so Christopher is frightened too.
Oh no. Christopher.
Mercenary, one of these guys is going to run up to the guy with the dagger that got hit with the dagger and just start laying into him. That's gonna hit
Our boys.
for 8 damage. Oh, so the guy that got hit with the dagger just drops to the ground dead.
No. My dudes. My boys.
Fucking around and finding out is what's happening there.
My boys.
And then we go to the next guy who rolled a 23 also, but initiative ties go to the GM. So he is going to run up to the other guy and start wailing away at the other guy on the side, off to the side. And it's going to be a miss with a 11. And he's going to attack again. That's a 16 to hit for 9 damage. I mean, sorry, my bad. We roll a 5. And this guy is going to just make sure that I'm doing the damage to the right guy. Yep, Henrik takes 9 damage. The other guy is dead. We can remove. Whoops. Drac, it is your turn. You don't have to move your character. Just say what you're going to do. Just say, hey, I'm moving. And we're just going to kind of hash this out in that way. And you can look over your shoulder, and Christopher's white pants are now brown.
First, I'm going to overdrive.
Okay.
Yeah, look at him go. 25. Let's go.
Okay. So you 25 crit success on the overdrive. So make yourself all fancy.
Drag that over to me. And then I'm going to give up 2 of my turns to send little buddy over.
Okay.
And I'm going to have him explode.
Okay. So these guys are all going to make reflex saves. I'll say one of them is not. He's going to kind of be off to the side a little bit because he went over for Henrik. So these 3, give me.
Spot.
Never mind. I'll do it. We got 4 people trying to get blown up. The dwarf guy seems unfazed at all. He crit succeeded with a 28.
Jesus.
The other two other guys, they succeeded. And then The last one failed with a 12. So give me some damage. All right.
God, this is when he starts critting on us. This is the end of the campaign. Our first big combat.
Right, which one was the one that failed? All right, so these guys take. Whoop, they're supposed to take half damage.
I have a question though, since he critically succeeded. No, I don't know if he does. Never mind.
It is a basic saving throw.
Critical set your.
On failure, on success. Oh, it's a basic reflex save, so a crit success is. Sorry.
Never
no
mind.
Damage. Yeah. And then this guy over here is going to take the full damage. And then Drac, give me your unstable check. Or is that not this level? Unstable check. Yeah, unstable check.
Yeah, I think it happens regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I can only do
Okay,
it once.
so he fails. So that means that he is
unable to use it
pretty much.
until pretty much the next day, I think.
Yeah. Until you take that I'll say the refocus, I guess we'll say here.
Yeah.
All right.
Guys, I think we are a bit outnumbered.
Oh, you think?
We've been outnumbered before.
So Henrik, who's looking not that great, is going to start striking back at the guy who is hitting him. A 17 will hit. Yes. It's 4 damage. Second attack again. He's just wailing away. That's going to be a miss. And then that third one is going to be a 2. So that's also going to be a miss here. So we got damage for him. Okay. So he's just wailing away. He's just like, oh, get off of me. And the other guy is going to short bow at Henrik because he's trying to defend himself. Henrik is looking pretty shitty at the moment. This is a bow just kind of hits him in the arm. Gonna go Boromir on this. And
Boromir!
do another one, and that's gonna miss. So, and he's just gonna kind of move off to the side, kind of moving towards the wagon itself. We'll skip you. Hugo, it's your turn.
Hugo.
You got a dead guard.
Yeah.
You got a dead guard. You got a guard that's shitting himself, and you got a third guard who is looking pretty fucking bad.
My whole thing is is Hugo gonna attack or is he gonna talk?
I believe the time for talking is over.
So,
There was never a
so I will
what?
also say that you got 3 town guards and yourself, so that's 4 town
Or,
guards.
yes.
And Justicar said that is about
Half
half
of, yeah,
of the town guards.
that's why he's debating on whether talking or not, because he doesn't want to lose people over.
Stop.
The people are more important to him. Hugo is going to he's gonna sit there and he's gonna go, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Stop. We get it. You're very frightening. You've already killed one of our men. And you're about to kill another one. Hold on. We can talk it through. We're not here to just fight you. We're here to have a discussion.
Okay. So I will say, give me, Hugo,
Sorry.
a diplomacy check.
Come on. Fuck. You know what? In this point, I'm gonna actually use my hero point
Okay.
to succeed. This is important to Hugo
Okay.
to
So
not.
you got a 9, and
He wants to have
just
this open
making
discussion.
Sure. Okay. Okay. He the dwarven figure kind of like puts his arms up to the other guys, just like telling them to stand down.
And I'm going to be like, Drac, tend to the 2. Let's see if you can bring. Let's hope that he's not too far gone. Worried about the dead. See what you can do. And
Okay.
Hugo is going
So
to.
Drac, what you're gonna do first is you can give me a medicine check, real quick.
Hugo's keeping eyes on them.
Okay. So with a 9, what you can safely surmise is that Danielson he's dead. Lights out for him. The other guy is still standing, but he can't take another hit like that. And the dwarf sort of starts walking forward a little bit.
Hugo's going
and he kinda
to
looks at
place
you guys.
himself. Hugo's going to place himself in front of everybody.
Okay. Well, nice to see that you bring me some fresh town guardies.
Unfortunately, so. Look, we came to have a discussion. We want to know we just want to know who you are and why it's so important for you to have all these things.
Well, your little blue friend there can bring over the contents of that cart, and we'll be on our way.
Aye. That is perfectly fine. However, before we do an exchange, can I get a name? I like if I'm going to be outwardly mugged, the least thing that can happen is a name can be exchanged.
I'm letting you leave with your lives. That's the only exchange I want from you. Give me the goods and hit the bricks.
Do I see any identifying markers on them that they all share by chance?
All share. So give me a perception check.
I've been rolling like shit. Come on.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying please just. Fuck yes.
Good job. Good job.
Critical success for a 25.
With a nat 25. So you do notice that this individual he does have a tattoo that goes from shoulder to shoulder, kind of underneath his shirt that you can see like the ends of. Give me a nature or arcana check.
Oh, gosh.
Rin, if you want to get involved in any of these Horizon, you can also do that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll nature, I guess. They're both terrible. Yeah, no, 5. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay.
7.
So you do have a hero point. You can use that to bump that up to. That would be a fail, I'll tell you right now. So you could bump that to a success.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay. So, Hugo, you kind of clock this tattoo on this individual, and you kind of look over to Horizon, and kind of do like one of the.
Mm-hmm.
we grew up
And
together. We can
right-
communicate without speaking.
Yeah.
So, Horizon, you can identify this tattoo as from the wings and a little bit onto the neck. You can get the sense that it is of a draconic lineage, draconic type of thing going on. And excuse me. And the head shape kind of reminds you of a green dragon.
Reminiscent of Green Dragon. Gotcha.
Reminiscent of green dragon.
All right. Thank you for letting us leave with our most of our lives. Next time, try not to come out with dagger first. At least save the lives of the people. Let them go away.
I'll take it under advisement. No promises.
And then I'm just gonna tell them I'm not gonna let Drac do it. I'm going to bring the cart.
Okay. So you guide the cart over to this towards this dwarven figure. Zach, leave it there.
Mm-hmm.
Get walking.
Understood. I'm clocking every single as I back away. I'm not taking my eyes off of them. I'm getting all of their faces.
Okay.
Just so that I can remember their faces, especially if I see them in town.
Okay.
And I will pick up Danielson gently, and I'll just tell everybody to.
No. He fell. He stays where he is.
He's one of mine.
He's one of mine now.
What does he mean by that?
Do the rest of these guys look undead?
I will make this roll for you.
Okay. I'm gonna go with yes.
I'm also into this.
Okay.
That immediately, brings like
that immediately
necromancy.
set up a red flag for Horizon.
Yeah, Drac thinks he might be hungry.
Drac. Whoop, character sheet for Drac because I'm doing things. Proficiencies. Drac. They might be cannibals.
Oh, you were actually right.
Just for you, they might be cannibals.
Oh, did you roll real low? Cannibals. Oh,
Hugo,
man.
Hugo, and Horizon. They don't seem to be any sort of undead that you know of.
Do I see their
They
chests
just
moving?
look like human. they look alive. They don't appear to be undead.
I will sit there and I'm gonna look at the other. I'm gonna look at the other guards and.
It's at this point that you notice that Christopher is like fucking hightailed it. He's gone.
He's out.
He's out. He's out.
I'm gonna sit there and I'm going to. Whenever you get a chance, if you can put what's my god's name?
Okay.
Because it's not on my deity's name isn't on my sheet.
Oh, sorry. I can do that.
We never picked one for me, also, and we should figure that out later.
Yeah, we can figure that out. We can figure that out after this session because this is actually going to be one where you level up at the end of it.
Ooh. Ooh.
So you're going to be level 2, just so you're aware. Where are you, Hugo?
I know my god. I just need to rename her. It's
Yes. Boop, there you go.
Okay.
Helioda.
I'm
Sort
going
of like heliotrope, but not quite.
Yeah, Helioda. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna lay my hand on his chest, and I'm gonna put the symbol and I'm just gonna pray to Helioda, and just hold my hand on his chest, and then just lean down into his ear and just say, "I'm so sorry I failed you, my friend." And then I'm gonna take his badge.
Okay.
And then I'll stand up and I'll just say,
You can give me a sleight of hand thievery to pocket that without it being clocked.
thievery. Surprisingly, I have a +1 for a reason. Yeah, no, I wasn't banking on it.
With a 4,
Yeah.
you're spotted taking the badge.
It's not even me being stealthy. I'm taking the badge.
Okay. Kind of get the look from the other 4 guys, and the dwarven figure just kind of like gives a smirk about it.
And then I
Go on
will
and tell your daddy. Come back in these woods. You're gonna end up like him. Understood?
Hugo's not gonna respond, and he's just gonna tell them to. He's just gonna guide the rest of them to walk, and he's gonna assist the other guard that's barely hanging on.
Okay. As you step away, start making your way away. That is where we're gonna end today's session.
Whoa.
That was rough.
That was rough, buddy.
Yeah.
Welcome to your first arc boss. So that was that. That's what that was all about. So
God damn. Well, everybody, thank you guys for watching and hanging out with us. Thank you all so much. We appreciate you. My name is Joe Dirt. You can find me at Joe Dirt with a G on all the places and all the things. If you're listening to this on YouTube and you made it this far, give us a sub. Give us a like. You know, if you made it this far, you must awfully like it. And you can click the card up there and you can watch the whole entire playlist. And there's a whole bunch of videos on the channel that are TTRPG related. So, you know, we have a whole other like campaign that, you know, is there if you want more of these wonderful people. And if you hate our faces and you just like our voices, go listen to us on Spotify. If you're listening to this on Spotify, give us a rating and, you know, tell us why it was good. Because Spotify
Rate,
has
review,
that.
follow.
Yeah, rate, review, follow. And
Other things.
yeah.
I think they have other things. Whatever.
And
Spread the word.
yeah, spread the word.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Chicken, do your thing.
What is my thing?
You're
What's your
at.
name? Where can they find
Yeah.
you?
What was your
What was your
favorite part?
Yeah. I'm gonna do my favorite part at the end. I have to process a little.
Yeah, you find me at chicken_Tomic most places. A lot happened. I feel like I probably got under Healy Trip scan calling him Healy. But besides that was just the sheer oh god factor of running into the dwarf. That like blowing up little buddy didn't do shit. I was like, oh, this is gonna suck. But yeah, that's it for me.
Rin.
I am at the allegory _ at most places. Vibing. My favorite part was the unintentional gravity joke, and then Hugo's attempted like just straight failure at trying to play it off as if it was intentional and he was being clever.
Facts. Lamis.
Oh, well, you can find me at Thalamus, like the thing in the brain, 861, because now I have to actually say it.
Yes, you do.
Because we're on Spotify. Well, that took like 70 sessions to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite part was what was my favorite part? I would say the intense prying on the backstory of Christopher, who I regret not attacking first and killing.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I was expecting it to be like, and you watch Christopher fall.
Yeah, I was as well. I was like,
I was thinking that, but then I was like, no, this is a little too. It'll be too derivative. We can't have that.
you can't do what we're all expecting.
We gotta develop this character half bake him more. Put him under the light bulb to easy bake oven him.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, him crit failing that and shitting his pants and running away was pretty good.
That was pretty great, yeah. I wonder if he's going to reconsider his career now.
I hope
You
not.
might never see Christopher again.
Oh damn, we're gonna see, or this could be his arc, and maybe he disappears, and maybe he comes back when we have the adventuring guild, and he becomes like a badass. Maybe Christopher
doubtful,
becomes our
maybe.
cleric. He doesn't want to see. He doesn't want to see his buddies die. Who knows?
Who
So
knows?
working at like the general store with Ra. He's just like, nope, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Becomes an herbalist.
Yeah. So and
What was your favorite part?
my favorite part was I'm debating because it's I think it was him, just being, apologetic to Danielson, because it's, in my opinion, that's probably the saddest moment because, he wants to protect as many people as possible. And there's a certain, camaraderie between, people, that protect the town. And, it also is just like, the reason why he went was, in order to help them not fail. And also, ringing true to the words that, there aren't many of us against many people. But also, I think, on a lighter note, it is, also it would probably be the, the gravity joke and just, also, bringing them the money because, it's not about him, it's about his friends. Him just straight up giving them his cut makes me happy because it's just like, it shows Hugo's just like, I don't care about money. I don't care about things. Like he doesn't care about material goods. It's just like, I'm going to take care of my friends before, I take care of myself. Except when it comes to his morning routine. He always makes time for it. That's his him time.
Yep. He eats the pancakes first thing.
Yeah, well, no, pancakes, there has to be protein pancakes. Normal pancakes are too high in sugar, man. No syrup.
Cakes, hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah, hashtag not. Well, technically we are. Ray's does have protein pancakes, guys, and protein snacks. Get it? we got a sponsor. But yeah, no, I think that was probably on my more, lighthearted, wholesome note. I think that was my favorite part. But yeah, other than that, oh man, you doing okay?
What the hell happened over there?
Yeah, she's like, it's like a tornado happening. What's going on?
Stop! Drop it!
Oh my god, that's like a tornado. What the heck is happening?
Now he's just playing with you.
Yeah, now he's just like, oh, you can't get me. Oh.
He broke this, and he's got the other half.
Oh, I hope it's not anything important.
It's not. But he's being bad.
Oh, man. Speaking of being bad, if you guys don't follow, subscribe, rate us, you are being bad, and Rin will call you bad.
Or I will call you dad.
Yeah, well, true. So do the thing.
Lamis's disappointment is more painful than mine.
Yes. We feel that on a week-to-week basis. But other than that, we do not have any...
If I'm disappointed in myself, you can be disappointed in each other too.
No. But thank you guys all so much for hanging out with us. We will see you all next week. We all love you very, very much. And thank you all for hanging out with us. We will see you guys Sunday morning. Bye.